Hi everyone. Today we're breaking down two terms that get used together a lot, but actually mean very different things. MCP, or Model Context Protocol, and skills. By the end of this, you'll know exactly when to reach for each one and why the best AI agents usually use both. Let's start with MCP. MCP is a standard protocol that connects AI agents to external systems. It's what unlocks access, the gap between an AI model and the tools, data, and services it needs to actually do something in the real world. Think databases, GitHub, Google Drive, Slack. It's designed to be highly reusable. You build the connection once, and any AI application can plug into it. The core question MCP answers is simple. What can the AI connect to and use? Now skills. A skill is a packaged set of instructions, knowledge, and execution steps. Where MCP gives access, a skill teaches the agent how to precisely perform a specific task well. The steps to follow, the best practices, the tools to use, and the exact output format. So the core question here is different. How should the AI do this job? This is the key difference, and it's worth remembering as one line. MCP is about capabilities and connectivity. It tells the agent what tools are available. Skills are about instructions and expertise. They tell the agent when and how to use those tools. Simplest way to say it, MCP gives an AI hands. Skills teach it how to use those hands. Let's make this concrete with a worked example. Say the task is, analyze our GitHub repository and create a security report. MCP provides the GitHub access, real-time data on the repo and its files. The skill defines the security rules, which specific checks to run, and how the report should be structured. The agent then acts as the orchestrator, reasoning about the task and pulling both pieces together to produce the finalized report. That's the pattern. MCP supplies the access, the skill supplies the judgment. So when should you actually use MCP? Reach for it when you need data connectivity, databases, GitHub, Drive, Slack, cloud services, or when you need authentication, giving agents real-time authorized access to company data. It also shines at reusability, since multiple independent AI apps can share the exact same integration. The ideal profiles here are enterprise assistants, DevOps agents, coding agents, and research agents. Anything that needs to reach outside itself to get work done. But MCP isn't always the right call. Use it when you need access to external, live data, when you require authenticated API access, or when you're building a standardized interface that multiple agents will share. Avoid it when the task is highly localized or simple, or when a plain single-purpose API call already solves the problem. Building a full MCP integration for something that's small is overkill. Now let's flip to skills. Where do they shine? Skills are about repeatability, teaching an agent a highly repeatable process. They encode domain expertise, company-specific procedures, and internal knowledge. And they enforce standardization, making sure specific tasks are performed the same way every time across the organization. Ideal profiles, code reviews, documentation generation, financial reporting, audits, and complex GIS workflows. So when exactly should you use a skill? The trigger is simple. Use one when the core question is, how should the agent do this? Or what exact standards apply? The underlying principle is DRI. Don't repeat yourself. Skills are best when the same complex instructions would otherwise need to be repeated in every single prompt. And they're simple by design. A skill can be as lightweight as text rules, templates, examples, or short scripts. It requires zero external services or infrastructure to function. That independence is what makes it so easy to adopt. So let's bring it all together with a quick decision rule. If you need to connect to something external, use MCP. If you need to teach the agent how to act, use skills. And if you need to do both in production, use MCP and skills together. That's the whole framework. MCP gives your agent hands, skills teach it how to use them, and the strongest production systems use both side by side. Thanks for watching.